Well, hello there, ladies and gents. I'm Tammy Sapnewski, your crypto queen. Thank you so much for popping by my channel. Remember, this is not financial advice. I'm only here to entertain you, but I will say this. Try to only buy on those red candles, and hopefully my cat won't do this all night. Honey, be a good girl. Man, I don't know if you guys have bought into WagMe, but look what's happened to WagMe. WagMe was having such a stellar run, and now look what's happened to it. It seemed like as soon as they released news about being released on SaitaMask, people are like, "What? Oh man, you're going on SaitaMask?" It just started to dump. I mean, it was having such a good run, and now look at it. This is what really the reputation of Saitama has given them. Really, hello, Sherry. What's up, girl? You know, what is going on with Saitama right now? What can we expect? We know today they gained a zero again, being that they're sitting on the fence there. They keep gaining a zero, losing a zero, gaining a zero, losing a zero. It's cyclical, really. It's cyclical. And for are you okay, honey? It's okay. My cat has asthma, so it's okay, sweetheart. You're a good girl. Um, yeah, they've got major problems, so much that one of the biggest cheerleaders for Saitama is Classy Crypto. This guy full out has his pom-poms out for Saitama all the time. If Russ went to go visit him, he literally would roll out a red carpet so that Russ could walk up to him. That's how in high esteem he holds Russ Armand. He loves Russell. He he thinks very highly of this guy. I don't know why. I think it's undeserved. I don't know why he gives them all of these accolades. They don't deserve it. Today on his channel, guys, you can't believe it. Classy Crypto called SaitaRealty a honeypot. Can you believe it? A straight up honeypot. Good evening, everybody. What goes up must come down. You know what? That's so funny you say that. My mother always used to say that. What goes up must come down. And yep, I say that too. So, yep, WagMe. I don't know if you guys were in WagMe, but they were having a really good run until they announced they were being released on SaitaMask. This could be a typical play here too, as well. Really, it really could be. But they were going pretty strong. If we look at their chart and see everything that they had going on, keep in mind, I do have this on a 4-hour chart. They were going pretty strong this entire time until they had news of the SaitaMask release, and then it came down. Now, that shouldn't be like that because they released there was big news about their NFTs being minted. Like, there was all this stuff happening with WagMe. There should have been a huge green candle today, but in fact, there wasn't. Okay, so in other news, HospoWise. So you guys know yesterday I had Quinn on the channel just to give us updates. What's going on with that particular token? I'm invested in that token. I don't know if any of you were involved with that token, but I got into the pre-sale for HospoWise, and they're saying that they were hit maliciously, that a hacker basically stole their liquidity. I think it was the third party coder that they hired. And I told Quinn yesterday, I'm like, Quinn, you have to keep people updated. Whatever you're doing, even if it's every couple of hours, everybody wants to be in the know. You have to keep them updated. He released one tweet today on the HospoWise Twitter account, and that was it. They said that, and it was news that he had given us yesterday, that they had, filed a report with the FBI. So that was something that we already knew. He did go on a Twitter space yesterday, and he was talking about, some of the things that he could do to kind of like help the situation. And it sounds like their V2, when they launch the V2, if they launch a V2, when they launch the V2, let me just say when they launch the V2, they're going to be utilizing the Shinja software. So Shibnobi software. Teddy Ganja is going to be involved. And I love Teddy. Speaking of Teddy, you guys look. Uh-huh. I gave my Shivalingams a freshwater bath. Okay. I'm supposed to be positive in front of the Shivalingams. Tomorrow, I'm gonna put them out in the sunlight so that they can, absorb some sunlight and hopefully positivity. And Teddy said that I'm supposed to be positive in front of them because they're like small children. Like sometimes you get angry and you're like maybe fighting with your significant other, and then all of a sudden you realize the kids are around and you're like, oh, wait until tonight when the kids are in bed. I'm gonna kill you. I'm really gonna put my hands around your neck and choke you once the kids go to bed. Like, like you're trying to be positive in front of them. That's how I'm being around the Shivalingam. So normally little things that would upset me, I look over at the Shivalingams, I'm like, everything's okay. Mommy's not upset. Everything's gonna be fine. So this is what it's come to. Okay? Because it's possible maybe that my negativity can leach onto the Shivalingams. But like I brought them here so that they would give me good luck. Okay, people, for the moment of truth. Dun, dun, dun. ArchieNeko, that's their website. What do you see in the upper right-hand corner? That's right. Can you believe it? This token, just a little backstory about this token. They launched the same exact day as SaitaRealty. So their bluster was stolen, their shine was stolen, it was their day, their moment. And unfortunately, SaitaRealty sucked all of the air out of the room. 3 weeks later, maybe not even 3 weeks later, they have their DApp released. So if you look in the upper right-hand corner, there it is, the magic button called the DApp. If you hit the DApp, from there, it's going to bring you to their dashboard, and you can see that they have staking available. They have yield farming available. They're going to have that lucky strike. All of this is happening so quickly, so soon. I think that's the fastest DApp that I've ever seen released from a new project. Seriously, look at it. It's there. It's there. So, should we try to do it? First, let's look at the chart of ArchieNeko because I think it's important for everyone to see what we're working with. And just a quick reminder, their pre-sale wallets are locked for 6 months. This is a good time to get in because they are having a red candle day. I think it was down 5% last I looked. Oh, it went up a little bit. So now it's down by 2.5%. So look at this. This is what a chart looks like when the pre-sale wallets are locked. So normally right by that green candle, there would be like a ginormous red candle, and then we would start going from there. But as you can see, we've pretty much, I mean, is it too early to say that we've entered into an area of accumulation? That's something that you always want to say when a token kind of settles into an area and it's become a pattern over a certain amount of time. But being that this token is so new, is it okay to say that it's entered into an area of accumulation? Because I feel like it has. And don't forget, these are 4-hour candles that I'm sitting on. Wallace is saying Quinn seemed truly hurt and concerned, though, at least to me. Yeah, he did. He definitely seemed hurt and concerned. But he got ripped apart on the Twitter space last night. I don't know if, William, if you had or Wallace, if you had a chance to listen into that Twitter space. Like I said, everybody, the day it happened, was like so supportive of him. Quinn, we all know you. We know you wouldn't do something like this. It had to be somebody else. The script has flipped last night. Nicole laid into him. All of these people were like, dude, either you're lying or you're being taken for a fool. What are you going to do? How are you going to get the money back? Like it was a complete script flip. So I really don't know what he's going to do. I agree. I don't think it's him. I think he got hacked by the third party coder. And like I said, he's been in here every time I would go into a Twitter space for like a year now. He's been there talking about cryptocurrency. You would think this dude would know to not use the third party coder. But anyway, he did. So either the coder did it or the other devs are using him as, I'll say it again, a useful idiot. Is he a useful idiot? I don't know. I hope he's not. He really has a lot of trust in those other devs, so hopefully they're not gonna stick it to him, if you know what I'm saying. So, yep, that is the ArchieNeko chart that we're looking at right now. Let me pull down this because I wanna give you a little more information. According to Dex Tools, right now there is 416 holders, which is really good because last time I looked, which was earlier today, there was only 393 holders. So we did get a few extra holders on the ArchieNeko token. We do have a total market cap of $3,362,952. We can see that the liquidity is 780,000. We do know that the liquidity is locked for a total of 1 year. Those pre-sale wallets are locked for a total of 6 months. Owner's wallet is locked for a total of, I think it's either a year or 6 months as well. So here we go. We are back here at the DApp. So let's say if I wanted to stake my tokens, I would have to connect my wallet. So let me just grab my phone. So let's roll out a little tour. And of course, we have the ArchieNeko people in the house. Hello, everybody from ArchieNeko. Okay, so I hold my ArchieNeko tokens on my MetaMask. So I'll go over to the DApp, and of course, you guys can see it. So from the homepage, let me just go there again. For anybody that's just getting in right now, we're talking about the fact that ArchieNeko launched like 3 weeks ago only, and they've already got their DApp launched. So we're able to do some yield farming, some staking. I don't know if the Lucky Strike thing is ready yet, but so from there, you can see this is the homepage of their website. In the upper right-hand corner, you can see it says DApp. That's what you're going to hit. This right here, we're going to hit that, and that is going to take us to the DApp. Now from here, if we want to, let me go to the stake. This is where we can stake our tokens. And we have a couple of different options here, a 30-day lock, a 60-day lock, and a 90-day lock. And you can see the longer that you leave it locked, the higher APY that you're going to get. So if you're serious about being invested in ArchieNeko to the point where you're like, hey man, 3 months, I'm going to leave these babies locked up because I know it's going to do nothing but grow. It's a difference of, you're going to get 12% more for the 90-day lock than you would the 30-day lock, right? Let's go over to the farms. So it would be a pairing. You would pair together ArchieNeko and Ethereum, and this is going to be a 30-day lock, 60-day lock, and a 90-day lock as well. Same differences with those. You're going to get a 12% advantage with the 90-day lock as opposed to the 30-day lock, which is only going to give you, not only, I mean, 72%. That's a big APY. It's a big APY, okay? So what we can, well, let's just hit the Lucky Strike to see what's going on there. Draw one, April 4th. Did I miss one already? Wait, get your tickets now. So it's going to be 2 days, 6 hours, and 9 minutes until the draw. So I don't know if that's exactly live yet. I'm gonna have to, they're always in the Telegram group. So if you want to find out anything about ArchieNeko, you really should go to the Telegram group. Those people, they're always over there, right? Always over there. But let's back this up because I want to go back. Let's do a stake. Shall we stake? So from here, I'd want to hit Connect Wallet. Now, the last time I did this with another token and I went directly to MetaMask, for whatever reason, it didn't work, but I'll try it from here. New provider. Okay, so new provider found. So what I'll do is I'll go to Wallet Connect. For some reason, I gotta so let me go. It's giving me the QR code, so I wanna open up my MetaMask. And once your MetaMask is open, this little symbol right there, you wanna hit that, and that's gonna bring up the camera, and you just shoot that. Oh, did you guys see that? And I'm gonna hit connect. So it's connected my wallet. Okay. So now let's do, well, I'll do 30 days. I don't know if this is live yet, and it's asking me to approve it. Popped up, approve. I'll hit approve. Transaction submitted. It's gonna, of course, there's gonna be gas fees involved. It's like a $7 gas fee. So, was that it? Did it work? Did it happen? Is it done? Oh, yep. Okay. Okay. So let me just go over to StreamYards to make sure this is, you can see it. Yes. Okay. So now, once I did that, I paid the gas fees and everything. Now I'm going to hit stake, and this is going to, I'll hit max, and then I'll hit confirm. And then it's going to ask me to confirm it again over here. Oh, wait. Gas fee is going to be $164. So I'm not going to do it. Reject. Reject. I'm gonna wait until the gas fee is a little less. And that's what you have to do. Whenever you're on the Ethereum pipeline here, you just wanna make sure that, you're getting the best gas fee. Wednesday night, probably hump day, not the best day to kind of process this. So what I might do is do it later tonight where, like, after midnight, see if the gas fee is a little less. But, Dion is saying that the mod wallet is locked for 1 year as well. Dion, Archie is different from other projects. The OJP is on the official Telegram now to demonstrate how to use the DApp. So, did everybody see how I just did that? How I showed you guys how to use that DApp? It's, if you've ever staked anything, it's pretty much the same thing. Like, it's always the same thing. The only thing with Ethereum is they do have expensive gas fees. So, I didn't wanna spend $164 in gas fees. No, 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 no. Um, I love Crypto.com and their Chronos blockchain because it's incredibly cheap to do things on the Chronos blockchain. So that's that. Now, I wonder if, let me go back here. If we go to Lucky Strike, is that, are we have to pay gas fees for the Lucky Strike, I wonder? Hmm. Do you guys know? Because I know that they're in the house right now. Yeah, Dion is saying wait until the gas fee is cheaper. Definitely. Like, I'm not, definitely not gonna spend 164 bucks to, stake my tokens. No way. No way. Tommy's in the house. Hey, Tammy, I got on the whitelist for Pixel today. Are you getting in on this one? Yep, definitely, definitely. Meaning that you put your tokens in already? You bought in, or you just signed up to be a part of it, Tommy? So, yep. Okay, what a bummer. I was hoping to, stake my tokens there for ArchieNeko, but you know what? That's okay. I'll do it again some other time when the gas fee is definite, and I have to move my phone because it's already, when the phone gets too close to the microphone, it does that weird feedback type of thing, and it's just, and nobody wants to listen to that. So let me get rid of it. And for anybody that listened to Teddy Ganja's live stream, he was live just like half an hour ago. He was talking about my Shivalingams and how I guess the people that were here last night told him that I was having some issues with my Shivalingams. And he's like, "Oh, you got to give him a freshwater bath," just like they said to me. You got to put him in the bathtub, give him a nice fresh water. You got to put it in the sun. You got to give positive energy to it. And but then I was kinda thinking, I'm like, "Well, that's why I got the Shivalingam, so it would give me positivity, would make good things happen." Now I feel like I don't wanna say it in front of the Shivalingams. Let me cover their ears, hold on a second. I kinda feel like they've held me hostage, right? Like, they're supposed to be bringing me positivity, and now I have to be positive around them? I feel like these things have holding me hostage. Right? Like, that's wait, that's I didn't pay all that money and have them shipped here just so I can have to be nice in front of them. They're supposed to make me wanna be nice, right? It's crazy how that works out. Oh, thanks, Sherry. Sherry says my hair looks great. My hair, it's just a constant battle with the hair, so it comes out the way that it comes out, and some days it just likes to be parted on the side, and there we go. Today, I did get a few messages from a few different cryptocurrencies, some new projects that want me to uh, possibly do promotional videos for them. So I'm thinking about doing it. Some of them look interesting, some of them don't. I mean, not that it doesn't look interesting, but I don't really do that many promotional videos. Like that's just not how I do. Like you guys know that ArchieNeko has sponsored the channel, but that's because I'm an investor in ArchieNeko. I believe in that project, and this other project I'm not invested in. So I feel kind of weird about it, but I guess if I want to grow the channel, these are little steps that I have to take and that I have to do. So, well, I don't, Sherry, what do you think? I would never support a project that I didn't think was a good project. And I vet everything that I look at, but still, I don't know what to do. But every time that whenever I tell you to invest in a token, what are the main things that I always tell you? Sherry probably knows because she probably is sick of hearing me say it. Make sure that the devs are doxxed. Number one thing, we want to make sure that the developers are doxxed. This way, if something goes wrong with that project, we have someone to hold accountable. We know who they are. We have a name. If they've been KYC'd, we can get their name to bring it to the authorities to hold these people responsible. Like with HospoWise. Quinn was the face of HospoWise. So if we wanted to go to the authorities, he's the guy that we could point at and say, him. This is the guy that I gave my money to, and to be honest with you, that's the only reason that I got into HospoWise because it was Quinn's project, and Quinn has been in this space long enough to know of any of these shenanigans, all of this bull crap, all of these rug pulls, all of the back door that the coder left there, like, he should have known. He should have known. So that's why, it's I know you said, Wallace, that you felt like he felt bad, and I'm sure he did. And he should feel bad because, dude, how many rug pulls have we sat? There has been so many rooms where him and I are sitting there like, can you believe this happened again? Like, these people are so stupid. Like, why are they doing this? Is what he did. So Nicole laid into him last night. She's like, you signed up for this. You're the developer. You need to figure this out. You need to get people their money back. And he's like, I don't have the money. He was invested in the project for 2 ETH, 2 Ethereum. So she's like, oh, you need to find it. So if he has 2 Ethereum, what are the other developers gonna put up? Because I feel like it shouldn't just be Quinn, it should be all of the developers stepping in to do what they need to do to make it right with the people that invested, the investors. The people that like Nicole said, if they're I don't know why she said this because to me it just didn't make sense. She's like, "Oh, if they're gonna be, using Shibnobi contracts or something, it's a no-go for me. It's a no-go." And then As Gold is like, "What's Nicole, what's the matter? Didn't you take your medication tonight?" And she's like, "Oh, F you." Like, that's how it goes with As Gold and Nicole. But, I didn't understand why she said that. They're looking for options for the people that are invested. At least he's bringing options to the table. "Okay, this is a possibility. If you're not happy with it, they have to find" it's a total of 80 ETH. Was it 80 or 90? Okay, might have been 90, a total of 90 Ethereum that people invested in the pre-launch. Somehow they need to get that money. They either need to start and it's only like a small amount of time that they need to get the money. Either they need to get loans, they need to mortgage their houses, something to give back to the investors. Not every investor is going to want their money back. Probably a lot of people will stay in the project. Probably like 20, 25% are going to be like, give me a refund. But the other people will probably wanna stay in it, but they can do that. They can get a loan, then throw a tax on their tokenomics for the first couple days, and they were saying that, I don't know if you caught this in the last night when he was speaking, that they're gonna do a whale tax. Whenever a token is launched, a lot of times it's hit with bot trading. So you might see like buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell when you're looking down at the buys and sells on DEX tools, and you'll notice it's all coming from the same wallet and it has like a little golden insignia next to it. That's a bot. That's bot activity. The bot is trading. And what they can do to have an anti-bot mechanism built in, stealth launch the token. Not tell anybody the token is launched, but the bots are going to recognize that the token is launched and it's going to automatically generate buys and sells, buys and sells, buys and sells. They can put in a 99% sell tax. So let's say the bot is initiated for uh, a quarter of an Ethereum for each buy that it makes. So it buys the quarter of Ethereum. When it goes to sell it at the higher price point, it's getting hit with a 99% get out tax. So they should do that. And that would be a good way for them to get back some of the money that was stolen. But they do need to make that right because the one thing that I really did agree with Nicole on is the fact that you stepped up to be the developer of this project, and the majority of people invested into this project because your face is on it. You put your name to it. You signed up to be the developer of this project. You got people to trust you because really he's been shilling this project for months now, talking about how revolutionary it was going to be in the hospitality industry and how it was going to compete with, DoorDash and other apps like that. You signed up for it, so he's gotta somehow make it right. I don't know how he's gonna do it, but hey, Tam, what's up? And all the ArchieNeko fan. So we tried to do an example of how to stake the ArchieNeko tokens, but I didn't let it go through because the gas fees are incredibly high right now, 164 bucks. Paul says, hi to you, Sherry. Hi, Paul. Thank you very much for dropping on by. So yeah, that's one thing you got to watch out for are those gas fees in Ethereum. They're crazy. Just beware. We can go back again to the ArchieNeko chart, being that there's a lot of ArchieNeko people in the house. And for anybody that's just getting here, classy crypto called SaitaRealty, a rug pull. Oh, no, I'm sorry, not a rug pull, a honeypot. And we all know how much he loves Saitama and Russ. For him to say that was like Whoa, it was like a come to Jesus moment for him because it was crazy. And apparently, SaitaMask has the old contract. I don't know if any of you trade on SaitaMask, but one of the things that you have to realize about trading on SaitaMask is that when you're buying a cryptocurrency, let's say you're buying Impact XP, which you can buy on Bitmart. And when you buy a token on Bitmart, they are going to charge you a fee. It's a nominal fee. It's not that much money, a couple of bucks at best. When you buy on SaitaMask, first of all, you have to trade in Saitama tokens. So if you don't already have their native token, the Saitama token, you have to, oh, thank goodness I came back here because I didn't even realize it was like that. Um, you have to buy in the native Saitama token. So you have to buy Saitama tokens. Let's say you don't have the Saitama token. You then have to send Ethereum over to the SaitaMask. Then you have to buy Saitama. So now you have to pay gas fees through Ethereum and you have to pay the tokenomics on the Saitama token, which is 4%. It's 2% buy and sell, buy tax, and then a 2% burn. So it's 4% total to buy Saitama. Now you have your Saitama tokens. Now you can buy whatever token it is that you want to buy. Let's say it is, I don't even think they have the new Mandocs up there yet. They still have the old Mandocs. So why would you have an old contract sitting on your interface? It makes no sense. Let's use another one. Let's say let's just say Impact XP, because I used this one yesterday too. Let's say you want to buy Impact XP. Now you have to, still you're paying the gas fees with Ethereum, and those are very expensive. As we just demonstrated, they wanted $164 to just stake my tokens there on the ArchieNeko Dapp. Then you have to pay the tokenomics on the Saitama token again. And now you have to pay the tokenomics on Impact XP plus the gas fees with Ethereum. I don't understand why anybody would use SaitaMask. And old guy Dave had an AMA with Russ yesterday. And that's one of the things that he brought up, which I was surprised he brought it up because he's like a member of the wolf pack, you know? What is the benefit of trading on SaitaMask? Why would anybody do it? So the answer that Russ gave was, it was really not a good answer because he knows there's really no good reason to be trading on SaitaMask other than it's going to cause the burning of Saitama. And I've explained this before. That's not going to have a price impact on the token unless those burned coins are a part of a liquidity pair, which they're not, right? It's crazy. Thank you, Sherry. Sherry's always got my back. So, yeah. Okay. Well, let's look at another chart. Who wants to see a chart? I saw the AMA on Rodney stream. Old guy Dave asked all the right questions. Yep. He did. I mean, there was other things that I wish he had asked, but here's a problem. Whenever Russ is faced with a difficult question, all he needs to say is, "That's a technical question," and that's something that Max is really going to have to address because, the technical side of things, that's not me. I don't know anything about it, and I'm sure he's right. I'm sure he doesn't, because who's really proficient in blockchain and coding? It's very rare that people are. People have their strengths and their weaknesses, and blockchain's not his. So, or coding is not his. And, anything that was difficult, Max is gonna have to answer that. I don't know. But then they did a huge, huge mess up. So yesterday I was talking about the fact that they did something with the contract with SaitaRealty. And here's another thing with ArchieNeko. ArchieNeko was released the same day as SaitaRealty. Boom. So because it was such a botched launch, all eyes were on SaitaRealty. 4 hours. It sucked all of the oxygen out of every single room. Everybody was focused on SaitaRealty. Anyway, they did something with the smart contract. There was supposed to be a 5 trillion cap on SaitaRealty. That was all you could buy at one single time, and then you would be facing a cooling down period of 30 seconds between each transaction. So you'd be able to buy 5 trillion, you'd have to wait the 30 seconds and then fulfill another 5 trillion if indeed you wanted to even buy another 5 trillion. And because they did something with the smart contract, people were able to buy more. So what they decided to do was blacklist all of the wallets who were able to buy more than 5 trillion tokens during one transaction. Now, bear in mind, this is no fault of their own. They did something in the it was their fault that this even happened, but they blacklisted all of the wallets that did that. They blacklisted their own wallet. You guys, you can't make this stuff up. You can't make so if you were on SaitaMask today and you were trying to sell your SaitaRealty because it's got hardly any value, but that was one of the things that Classic Crypto said. He wanted to sell his SaitaRealty just because he doesn't mind being a guinea pig for the community. He'll go ahead and, spend the money, lose some money if that's what it takes for the wolf pack to finally love him and embrace him, because as of right now, they really don't. And he couldn't sell it. So that's why he's like, yeah, I was pretty upset today when I realized that SaitaRealty is a honeypot. A honeypot is a token that you can buy, but you can't sell. And there are those, that a lot of times people will go onto Etherscan if they detect a whale wallet, because a lot of times people are like, oh, this whale, all of the moves he's about to make, all I have to do is follow his trades and I'll be a millionaire too. This guy's a whale. This is the big money. It's the smart money. I'll just do the trades that he does and I'll be rich too. But what happens is a lot of these whales know that people are following them, so they create their own tokens. And what they'll do is they'll do a transaction into their own token. And if you look at their token, that's why you always have to check, always have to go on Token Sniffer to ensure that whatever you're buying into is not a honeypot. So they'll park it in there. They'll see other people following them in, but the smart contract will say anybody can buy this token, but only this wallet address is actually able to sell it and get out. So meanwhile, you followed the whale into this token. This happened to Awesome Austin. He followed a whale into a token called New York, New York. And I think he bought like, I can't remember how much it was. It wasn't that much, but still. He's like, the token was going crazy. It was up by like 500%. I tried to sell my tokens out and honeypot. So your money is just stuck in the honeypot because the whales do that. They're smart like that. They know people are watching them and they want to throw people off their scent. So, Austin's never going to go back to that whale and follow him into any other project, right? Unless, of course, he checks to make sure it's not freaking honeypot. Does anybody want to see any particular charts? You're welcome, Dean. My pleasure. My pleasure. I know, honey. Be a good girl. I know. Normally, I'd be like, shh, quiet, but the Shivalingam is listening and I can't. I have to be positive. I'll be later, later, later. I really do. I feel like the Shivalingams have now held me hostage to being nice and smiling all the time. It's true. And I told you guys, Wagme took a dump, but listen, I don't know if it's because they said that they were going to launch on SaitaRealty, but it kind of like feels like it is, right? Like it just hold on a second. BTFA. Is that the banana one? Banana Task Force? Yes. I think Rodney's got a sponsorship with them. Okay. Hi, I know, sweetheart. Be a good girl. Can you guys hear my cat? Because I have a dynamic microphone, meaning that it's only supposed to capture audio that's like directly right in front of it. It should try to cut her out, but I don't know if it's working. So let me go back to the comment. Yes, you can hear. Okay. So this is the Banana Task Force. I know that Rodney's been making some videos for them. I think he got like a sponsorship deal with them. So they launched, and of course, people took profits here, as we can see, came bouncing back. Let's check this one out. It has 700. I know, sweetheart. You're such a good girl. 766 holders. Let's see. Where's the market cap? This is the diluted market cap, which I want the market cap. Well, it's got a daily volume of $500,000, so maybe total liquidity is over 500,000, 673,000. Okay, let me look at the buys and sells. Up, so hey, I mean, this looks good. I mean, I really don't know anything about it, but hold on a second. When did it launch? April 4th. So 2 days ago. Yeah, it's going to come down a little more. Well, it's 766 holders. Depending on the momentum, I would expect more people. I don't know how many people got into the pre-launch here, but I would expect more people to start taking profits. Let me go to Etherscan and just see what some of the top wallets are doing over here on Banana Task Force. Wait a second. Let me get rid of this comment because sometimes, hold on, sometimes it impedes. I know. I love you. Oh, Paul saying, Tammy, check your DM. Good thing I came back to this screen. Okay, hold on a second. Look, do you guys see her? You guys see her reaching out to me? Did you just see that? Shucks, I don't know. I'm in StreamYards. Um, thank you, Sully. Like, comment, and subscribe. No, Paul, you're awesome. That's okay. Paul's great. Okay. So, where are we? Okay, Banana Task Force here. Let's look at, so I know I've showed you this before. If you want to go see who's holding what, you go to Etherscan, you go down and you go to holders where it says holders, and this is going to show you all of the wallets. Who's holding Banana Task Force? Any of these where it says contract, that little symbol right there, that means that's a wallet for the token. This is probably the marketing wallet. This is the deployer wallet. Dev wallet could be. This is the wallet that they have on Uniswap. All this stuff. So that's has activity with the smart contract. But it's these wallets that don't have that symbol, but have a significant amount of holdings. Now, you could tell this guy probably got his tokens airdrop because he's got like a nice round number, right? 7,500,000,000. This is probably, but it's these right here. These are probably people that were involved with the beginning, but they're selling maybe. Let's see. Or no, they're buying randomly. Good, good, good. Okay, so that guy. Okay, so right here you can see that these top wallets, I like to see what they're doing because if they're still buying, it could mean, wow, look at all the, ooh, hmm. Okay, this guy got out. He got in, he got out, got in, got out 2 days ago. I'm looking for anybody that bought in. Like, have they bought in recently? Like, what have you done for me lately? The crypto is like that, right? And so is life. What have you done for me lately? This guy's all in. He hasn't sold anything. Let's go to the next page. This guy's in. Well, you know what? You know what I think? I think with Banana Task Force, being that I think Rodney just did the video on them, it seems like they're just picking up with their marketing. So this could be a good if you haven't already bought into them. I mean, it's a green candle day. And I don't like buying on green candle days. I really, really don't. So I would, and it even just went up a little more. Now it's up 18%. Um, I think it's gonna come down a little more. I mean, this is the hard part. When a token is this new, it's hard to understand. I would wait because you see every green candle, there's a red candle, green candle, red candle, green candle. I'd wait for the next red candle before I bought into Banana Task Force because it seems like now they're really starting a marketing push and there's not that many holders. I mean, 766 holders. There are some projects that are over a year old and they don't have this many holders. There's other projects that on day one, they have more than this. I consider anything that's like 1,000 holders or less, those people are always the Genesis holders. I mean, if you drop like a couple ETH into this, you could probably be a whale, right? With Banana Task Force. Let me go back to, I just want to see what their max supply, million, billion. So they have 1 trillion. Well, maybe not 2 ETH won't be a whale because they have, a small amount of tokens. Not small, but when you compare it to other cryptocurrencies that launch with like quadrillions, quintillions, sextillions, it's a small amount. Okay. Oh, they've already been onboarded with Certic. So they're doing things. So don't forget tomorrow, I'm going to have the AMA with Coyote Coin. Have you ever heard of Everdome? It's another metaverse play. No, Eddie, I haven't. And Eddie, your name is not familiar. Did you come in here to show this token, Eddie? Be honest. I appreciate honesty. Let's go to share this tab. No, I can't pull up the token because they didn't launch yet, Coyote Coin. But they're gonna be here tomorrow for the AMA. And I think it's gonna be a bunch of people again. Last time, if you guys remember, there was like 8 devs that were in the AMA. It was awesome. I love it when there's a lot of people because it's a good conversation. There's a lot of information they can put forward. But being that I've already had them one time for the AMA, if, in case you don't remember. So Coyote Coin, they did the AMA and then they were going to do their launch. They told me they were going to do a fair launch. They wound up doing a stealth launch. And on their stealth launch, they got hit with a malicious bot, and $300,000 of their liquidity was drained. totally drained. They caught it, they realized what was going on, they stopped it, and they had to tell the community, "Hey, this is what happened. We were hit with a malicious bot," and everybody's like, "Well, how do you get hit with a malicious bot during airdrops? Like, how does that happen? What'd you do?" And they had to basically admit that when they did the smart contract, they sent it over to the auditing company and everything was okay. They passed the audit. That when you send your contract over to the audit company, there's something you have to mark in there as public. Then when you go to release it, you bring it on over to whatever blockchain you're there. You have to switch that over from public to private. This way, only the developers can be involved with that smart contract, right? They forgot to change that one word from public to private. And that's how they were hit with the malicious bot and all of that liquidity got drained. But listen, these guys made it right. They stepped up and they were like, it was an internal problem. It was one of the devs. They didn't even name who it was. They were like, it doesn't matter who it was because we're all one big team. We're in this together. And if something happens with this person, it's all of us. So they basically allowed whoever messed up, they allowed him to stay and they covered the $300,000 out of the developer wallet. So at least they made it right with all of the investors. So none of the investors were hurt, and they gave the investors the opportunity. Hey, man, if you're not confident with us, if you feel like we blew this for you and we don't have your confidence anymore as a technology company, guess what? We're going to give you your money back. No hard feelings. Consider us in the future, please. And there were some people who decided that I didn't like how that went. I'm out. It left a slot vacant in the presale because they did another presale to cover up those slots, the people that wanted to leave. There weren't that many slots though. So I said to the developer, I was like, you know what? I would love to be in the presale. So I was able to get into Coyote Coin's presale. They're like, Tammy, we're going to leave like 30 B&B open for you. I was like, 30? I was like, listen, I'm in a lot. Like, I'll take 10. Like, that's all I can afford. I'm in a lot of projects right now. Oh, look who's in the house, everybody. Bobby Crypto Granny. What's up, Bobby Joe? Yeah, me too. Me too, Sherry. I was really glad that they made it right with the investors because it just so many other tokens don't. They're rugged and that's it. And that's one of the reasons that oh, what's up, Kim? Hello. Glad you finally made it. So, Bobby Crypto Granny, we just looked at the Banana Task Force chart. What are you thinking about an entry point? I think they should wait for the next red candle because look, it's red, green, red, green, red, green. It's a green day. I'm thinking that if they want to enter into Banana Task Force, they should wait for the next red candle before they get in because they are starting a little bit of a marketing push. I know that Rodney Crypto Journeys, my crypto journey, he's made a couple of videos and like, people follow this guy like nuts. Like Rodney's great. Everybody watches him. They do his degen plays. So I mean this could go. Rick's Mix. Let's see. Bobby Joe is at the Bitcoin convention. Did you run into Zach? Zach is down there, my buddy Zach Humphreys. BTFA is going to be released on an exchange on Friday already and another on Sunday. Do you know which exchanges? So, yeah, if they're starting their marketing push, here's the thing though, and it's true with any project, it doesn't matter what project it is, whenever it's released onto an exchange, it has a ginormous green candle followed by a ginormous red candle. So it might be, um, I mean, Friday. So my advice would still be to wait for that red candle if you're going to buy in, because I mean, this could be a good play, a good degen play if you want to just buy in through your MetaMask, maybe drop like $1,000 on it and then wait for it to hit that exchange. It's going to cause the price to go up, and then you could take profits once it hits the first or even second exchange. It depends on what that exchange is going to be. It's Bitmart, and Lbank. Okay, so Bitmart always has the ginormous green candle followed by the ginormous. I always say, like, Tommy, Bitmart is like a graveyard for tokens. It seems like tokens go there to die. Every single token that is launched on Bitmart, it's no good. Even Terrarium, which was like my golden child, as soon as that hit, I know there was other things that brought down Terrarium. They're just like kind of chilling in the mid threes, low threes, and that was going to be one of my swing play tokens, the Terrarium token. I wanted Terrarium, Shinja, and Impact XP. Because, there's a lot of people that can't afford a lot of money to start trading. So I'm thinking, I was originally going to start it with 100, but it's hard to make profits off $100 because of the fees of the exchange. So let's say if we went on Bitmart, if we did a trading club where if we start with a minimum of 300, I think people could swing 300. So I would do a trading club where every day we would be part of a group, whether that be on Twitter. And listen, this is not financial advice. I'm not giving financial advice. I'm just saying, if you want to participate in, there's people that are like, I'm going to take this wallet from 1 million to 10 million, or from 10,000 to 1 million in a year. Not everybody's got that kind of money. So I figured, what if we did it on like the low end and started with $300? Because starting with 100, I was thinking about it, I'm like, you can't really do too much. It would take too long to build up there. But if we started with 300, at least we could be in 3 different plays at any one given time. This way, at least a couple of times a week, we're going to be making profit because we'll be swinging Shinja, Terrarium, and Impact XP. Because if you've ever looked at their chart, they're consistently up and down, up and down, up and down. That's what I was thinking anyway. As a matter of fact, let's look at the Impact XP chart, because I think that out of all of them, that one is really, like, swings up and down like crazy consistent. That would be really good if somebody's looking to, and then once we have like $5,000 built up, then we can really start doing. I'm not talking about this like these days, just look at these. But look at this up here. This is when it launched on Bitmart. Do you see what I'm saying? How everything comes down? Let me put this on day candles. Okay, so this is on day candles. So I'm thinking that let's say we put each $100 into a different project. So any one day, I say, okay, now we're going to put the $100 into Shinja. Then maybe the next day we would put the $100 into Impact. But you guys would have to, let's say if I run this group on Twitter, like, you would have to always make sure that you're watching the Twitter, because you don't wanna miss if I'm like, "Okay, now we probably should sell here, sell, put in your limit orders." It's not something that we can do. Of course, I would tell everybody buy ArchieNeko, but it's only through Ethereum right now, and that's you can't buy anything for $100 through a wallet because it's too much money with gas fees. It winds up not being worth it because maybe you wouldn't even have enough money to do it, right? You need more than that. Oh, Dalo? Did you ask me? I asked you about Dalo. How is that going? Oh, okay. Oh, how is my Dalo going? I haven't even opened my, hold on a second. Oh, let's bring up the chart. That's right, you were with me when I bought that. Yeah, so even though, remember oh, my camera. So even though oh, wait a minute. Did I tell you that I'm having the Hexicans come here on Saturday? So I have the Joker from, Hex coming on Saturday, 7 p.m. Do you wanna come on with me? Come here, honey. Come on, be a good girl. I don't know if you're busy, Bobby Joe. Your sister's probably coming over. Oh my gosh. Your sister sounds exactly like Fran Drescher. I'm not even kidding you. When she was like, "Hi, Tammy," I was like, "Oh my gosh, she sounds just like Fran Drescher." It was hilarious. Love Fran Drescher. So yeah, I am having the Hexicans come here on Saturday because I don't understand anything about the pulse chain and how it's gonna make an incredible amount of money. But I'd like to learn about it, right? Like, I'd like to give them a shot to explain it to me because everybody is so convinced that if you stake your money with them for like 15, 20 years, that you're going to have like this incredible amount of money at the end. So I'm like, well, if Sandstorm has risked $1,000 in it, I guess I can do it too, right? Like, because to me, it sounds Bernie Madoffy. I don't understand how you can take $1,000 for 15 years and then turn that into something else. I just don't know. So we're gonna have them on. So I don't know if Bobby Joe wants to come on with me because she's a Hexican. Bobby Joe's a Hexican. And her sister sounds like Fran Drescher, who I love. I love Fran Drescher. Did you ever read her? Oh, only because when the dev was there and he said something that alarmed me. Oh, what? What did he say? What was alarming? So, yeah, I have it on day candles, and it's sitting here. Let me see when because their utility is gonna go live soon. So, it's just, you know, like, this is what happens, guys, when you don't the utility is there, they just have to launch it already. But when he was on, he said, "I think it's launching." It might have even been this week that they're gonna start paying um I thought Tammy said Mexican. Hexicans. The Joker Hexican is gonna be here. He's cool. No, Bobby Joe, did you say what you thought was alarming? Because I wanna know what was alarming. So that's now here's another sad story, and let me talk about your utility and how you need to launch it and get it done. Let me bring up another cryptocurrency, which has been upsetting to say the least. Come on. I typed in the ticker symbol right. Just bring it up. Look at the chart for Phoenix V2, you guys. Look what's happened. They broke through critical lines of support. This was a critical let me draw the line here. Hold on a second. Well, that technically was a critical line of support, but this right here was a critical line of support, and they broke it. They broke through. Once that red candle broke down here, I knew it was gonna be trouble because this was a critical line of support for them. I mean, even this was a critical line of support that they broke through. And here, the last time the developer was on my channel for an AMA, I've been a longtime supporter of Project Phoenix. They are gonna be really big, but here's the thing, they're going to be a complete platform for games. You're going to be able to bet on that platform. You're going to be able to buy NFTs, stake NFTs, trade NFTs, play to earn games are going to be on that platform. You're going to be able to like everything that you can do with their games, you can be done on that platform, and they're going to be hosting other people's games as well. Okay, so it's going to be like a big deal when it's finally launched and going. But the issue is they're not picking up new holders. Like if we look over here, go back to their chart. If we look over here, their holders, they only have 771 holders, and they launched in January. So they're over 4 months old, and they don't even have a thousand holders yet. That's a problem, and so when I had the developer on last, I said to him, "Listen, um, you know, what's going on with the chart?" Because that you see the first big red candle, one of the pre-salers that was that developer's friend, he dumped out of the project. And before then, you can see, look at the chart. It was nothing but green candles. They even had the hashtag on Twitter, what dip, hashtag what dip, because their chart just wouldn't go down. It just kept going up and up and up. And everybody was like, this project is crazy. It's amazing. It's insane. And then all of a sudden you see this little collection of red candles right here. That's because of one of the developer's friends. He got in as a pre-saler. He dumped his entire position. It was like $70,000 worth. The guy took it and ran. And what he wound up being the smart one, right? So then everybody's like, okay, well, we just lost one whale, but let's, build up here. And the chart kept building up, building up, building up. And, had another red candle here. That wasn't that big of a deal. As a matter of fact, I think that was more attributed to that's when everything was starting to come down. Bitcoin, Ethereum, the market was just coming down in general. And as you could see, it started to build up again. And here we lost another whale, one of their pre-salers. It would build up again, but then you see all of these little collection of red candles right here. That was another pre-saler saying to them, listen, I'm getting out. I appreciate you let me in. I want to get out. But they asked the whale to please don't dump all in one day, kind of dump gradually so that we don't have that ginormous red candle. The whale agreed and they just sold slowly, but it doesn't matter because in the end it drained it anyway. And this is what we have now. So when uh, I had Michael Noble King Cali on for the last AMA. I'm like, "What's going on with, with the project?" And he's like, "Oh, the low threes, that's where all of our hodlers live. So we're not gonna go anything." I think it was Might have been this candle right here. Let me blow it up a little bit because I can't, it's hard for me to see. Yeah, this area right here, which is the low threes. He's like, this is where all of our hodlers are. These are people like Tammy, you. This is where you are. And, this is all the support from the hodlers. This is going to be the floor for us. We're just going to get more investors from here, and it's only going to go up. And then when they broke this line of support, I was like, "Damn." But today I looked at the project because it's been a while since I looked at it and I saw this. I was like, "Oh, man." Now what does Project Phoenix need to do to turn this around? It needs to, hurry up with their utility. I know that they did release something. I think it might be the dashboard where people can sign up to begin to host their games. I don't know if it's ready to actually start hosting and putting games out there, but they need to start doing something. It's been 4 months, you know, and this whole entire time, they said that, the main developer, no, he's not a developer, he's just a coder. His name is Fid, and he's the one that's doing the coding for the platform. It's just basically been him and another guy coding this entire thing. I'm like, "You need more people." Like, you can't just let this one dude code because it's gonna take him a year to get this done, and if you lose momentum in your project and your token, people are gonna start getting out of there, right? So, I went into their Telegram group, and because I was talking to Cliff from Shinja, and Shinja's like, Cliff said to get onto, Dojo Swap, it's only a $350 listing fee plus whatever tokens that you supply. So when you put a token on Uniswap or Doja Swap, anywhere that an exchange, but not really an exchange. You put tokens there, but it's got to be paired with Ethereum if you're an ERC20 token. So let's say that they put 20 trillion tokens. It's not that much, but let's say they put 20 trillion tokens on Doja Swap, and 20 trillion tokens equaled 10 Ethereum. They would have to make sure that they had it's paired with that Ethereum to launch it on Doja Swap. They don't have the money to make that liquidity pairing to put it on Doja Swap. They don't have the money. So they don't have the money because they don't have new holders. Like they need to do something with their marketing. They were basically absent on Twitter for the past 2 months. I don't know who was in charge of their Twitter handle, what those people were doing, but they wound up getting rid of that guy. Either that guy left of his own volition or they got rid of him and his girlfriend. And those are the people, see these red candles? That was them getting out of the project too. So it was like a culmination of a whale leaving and some of these developers leaving as well. But when your project loses momentum, what can you do to salvage it? What can you do to save it? You need to start showing off your utility. This is what we're going to give you. This is what we're bringing to the table. This is everything that you're investing in. Here it is. And we are going to make this happen. Here's a little sampling of it. You need to bring forth that utility. You need to gain holders. It's all about the holder count. You could have the greatest utility in the world. If you're not bringing holders in, you don't have anything. They're not bringing holders in. And, I mean, they just don't have the I don't know what they can do at this point because they're not I don't know. I know that they're trying to do marketing, like they have their own YouTube channel now, and, this is what I said to Cliff. Remember, like these tokens try to make their own YouTube channels thinking that it's easy, and that if you have a YouTube platform, that's all you need. Because Shinja, they have their own YouTube channel, they're on Twitter, and they think that that's going to be enough marketing for their token. But let's look at Shinja. Let's look at this chart because you know what? If you're not spreading the word with people that can market your token properly, you're not going to do it. It's not going to happen. And here is the chart for Shinja, right? This is where they launched on Bitmart, right? Oh, no, wait. No, I think they launched on Bitmart here. Is it? No, no. Over here. And then they had that big massive sell-off from pre-salers dumping on us, which did I mention that the pre-sale wallets are locked for ArchieNeko for 6 months? So none of that crap, you see those ginormous red candles? That's not gonna happen to us with ArchieNeko, at least not for 6 months. We're not gonna have to deal with that. Our money is gonna be growing, growing, growing. I believe this is not financial advice. Because we don't have to worry about those people dumping on us, okay? And what I told Cliff was, "Hey, Cliff, um, you need to get people you need to hire influencers, you need to market." He's like, "Oh, no, I don't wanna no, we got our own." I'm like, Saitama only grew it's a community token, didn't really have any utility at the time, but they were able to garner over 300,000 holders. How? How did Saitama do it? They didn't have a marketing wallet. They didn't have anything. How did they grow that little shitty token from 0 to 300,000 holders? Do you guys know how they did it? YouTube influencers. In particular, a guy named Steve at Rocket Crypto. Because of Steve at Rocket Crypto, who did videos every single day on Saitama, that's all he talked about. He would do like 2 videos a day. He would get on there. They paid him. He was a paid influencer. He got on there morning and night and talked about Saitama and what an opportunity it was going to be invested in Saitama, how you are going to become a millionaire because of Saitama. If you put your money in now, watch it grow, 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 grow. And with that, he built momentum. People started to subscribing to his channel. He was pulling holders in. He got people to invest in Saitama from his little crappy YouTube channel. That's how you grow a token, with a controlled narrative by people that you hire to spread the word. And that's what I told Cliff from Shinja. I'm like, you need to have not just one Steve at Rocket Crypto. You have enough money to have like 5 or even 10 guys like Steve at Rocket Crypto. These little guys that have smaller because at the time, Steve at Rocket Crypto, what did he have? A couple hundred subscribers? Like, not even a lot. He built his channel because of Saitama. He built that community, that one little channel. So don't tell me that these guys can't come out of pocket, hire a couple of these guys that have just a couple of thousand subscribers. They don't have day jobs. They're trying to get their YouTube groove going. They're trying to build YouTube channels. Hire a couple of these guys, at least 5. This way, you have a controlled narrative. This is what our token is, it is. This is what we're going to do for you. When all of that shit went down with their tokens missing out of the wallet, they didn't know what happened. They know what happened. They knew what happened like 2 days later. To this day, people still come in my chat and say, hey, what happened to token? What happened to Shinja and the missing tokens? Nobody's saying anything. We don't know anything. They talk about it every night on their YouTube channel, but nobody goes over there. That's my point. If they had a controlled narrative going on YouTube and on Twitter, I don't think we'd be seeing these ginormous red candles. We could be having a Saitama situation right now. You guys tell me, what do you think? ArchieNeko is on the Ethereum blockchain. It's an ERC20 token. That's why I had to pump the brakes there for a second on the gas fees. But am I right, guys? Like Shibnobi, okay? Shibnobi has the money to hire a group of young bucks coming up to just sit there and talk about Shibnobi all day long. Okay. I'm going to talk about Shibnobi at 8 o'clock. Then you're going to do a video at 10 o'clock. And then you're going to do a video at noon. And then you're going to do, like, there's enough of them to keep it in circulation. Each one of them can make a video twice a day, just like Steve did, and keep the word going. Get it hyped up, get everybody pumped up. Oh, this is going to be huge. We're in so early. We're going to become millionaires. That's what happened. That's how Saitama got all of those holders from one channel. And I'm not even, if you've been around long enough, you know. And they just don't get it. What you have a marketing wallet. What are you doing with it? What kind of marketing are you doing? What are you doing with your marketing wallet? Especially, I mean, we know that Phoenix has a small amount of holders. Okay, maybe their marketing wallet is not that big, they ain't got any money. But that's not Shibnobi's problem. Shibnobi's got all kinds of money. They absolutely 100% have the marketing money to do what I'm saying, but you know what? They don't listen. What am I going to do? Oh, I'm not mad. No, I'm not. Come to mama. You next. It's fine. Not mad. I'm positive. Good thing's going to happen. I have to do that now. They are hostage. I'm a hostage over here. Now listen. Eddie says you can see what they are doing isn't working. I know, right? Oh, let's see if the tax is down. Let's see if the tax went down. Okay. Because 11:30. Let's just try it. Dapp. Steak. What? Am I going to have to pay the fees again? Wait a second. My wallet's connected. Wait a second. I'm not gonna do it because now I shouldn't have canceled out of it last time, I guess. Well, because when I hit enable contract again, I have to pay. It's wanting me to pay another $6. So what we really need to do is before we do that, I shouldn't have hit it. I should have checked the GUI to see what it's going to be. This way I would have known. I would have known what that gas fee was going to be, and I shouldn't have hit it. I should only have hit it when I was ready to do it, because now I lost that $6, but that's okay. So that's what you should do. You should always check to see what it's gonna be. Well, I was gonna do it, but if you've ever staked cryptocurrency, it's always the same thing, right? Was on when you were drilling did I look really mean? Because everybody was like, "You look so pissed off, Tammy. You looked so angry." I need nose drops again because my I don't know if you can hear how stuffy my nose is. Hold on a second, I'm gonna use nose drops. I'm gonna so you don't have to watch me, hold on. I get stuffy, and nobody wants to see me jam that up my nose, right? This is what they did to me. I just wanna let you know that I didn't mean to be angry or upset, but this is how it went down, and this is a true story. So, I've done a bunch of free video not a bunch, I did a couple free videos for Shibnobi because it was the new token, it was the new kid in town, everybody was interested in it, and when I was building my YouTube channel, I was just doing a bunch of videos on anything that anybody said, "Hey, can you please do a video on this?" I had a big long list and I would just hit the different tokens on my list. So it was finally Shibnobi's turn. So I did a video for them and then I did another follow-up video for them a couple weeks later when they did so I can't remember what it was, but I did another video and so that was it. I did a couple videos. I've been supportive of them on Twitter, a big cheerleader. Um I've oh, maybe it was because when the wolf pack was attacking them, I was supporting them, saying it was a legitimate project because a lot of the people from Saitama were like, "Oh, Shibnobi's a rug pull." That's what it was. That guy from is it Rise Up? Davey from Rise Up. He's like, "Shinja, I think Shinja is a slow rug." I don't think it is. So, I was very supportive of them with that. On their YouTube channel one night somebody DMs me on Twitter and is like, "Cliff was just talking about you on his channel." And I'm like, "What?" Well, he wasn't really talking about me. I I got a DM from Sandstorm saying, "Tomorrow, be on my channel at 11 AM. Cliff asked us to be there." And I was like, it was such short notice, you guys. Nobody asked me if I was available on a Friday afternoon at 11 AM, but I did see a snippet of what Cliff said, and Cliff was like, "Oh, Brad, have Tammy there because I owe her one." And I was like, "He owes me one? Like, why does he owe what does he even want?" I don't know. I thought he was going to give me an NFT or something. I don't even know if they have NFTs. I don't think so. And I was like, I wonder why he wants me there. It's interesting. I don't know. So I'm sitting there and I'm listening to him drone on about basically that his price is stagnant, that there's FUD and he doesn't know what to do to combat the FUD. And it's hurting the price of his token. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, what? I wonder what I'm doing here. Like, why, what am I doing here? Right. And first of all, I didn't even get there on time because I was in meetings. I couldn't just, got run home and put my camera on, like these things take time. I put my makeup on. That takes time. And I'm sitting there and then Brad says, "Okay, Tammy, it's your turn to ask Cliff questions." And I'm like, "I don't have any questions. I didn't know I was here to ask questions. Like, what is this an AMA? I don't understand what's happening here. Why am I even here?" And I was like, "You need to get people to market for you. If that's what you're asking, if you want to fight against FUD, hire people to do the fighting for you." "No, I don't want to do that." I'm like, "Listen, then I don't know what I'm doing here, dude. All I know is, I felt like he kind of I don't want to say it. Well, it's just men. That's how they think, right? They don't think like how women think. Right, Sherry? Isn't this true? If I felt somebody like a girlfriend of mine, if I felt like I owed her something, the last thing that I would do is text her husband at, like, midnight and say, "Yeah, have your wife at my house at this particular time tomorrow," without checking her schedule, without seeing if she has anything else going on, and then she gets here, and I look over my shoulder and I go, "Oh, you're here? Okay, now do my laundry." Right? Like, that's how men think. They don't If that were me, I would have been like, I would have reached out to whoever I think I owe something to. "Hey, I feel like I owe you something. Is there a moment where you're available, where we could talk? What time is good for you?" Like, that's what women would do, right? Men are like, "Oh, just show up here." And then you get there, you don't even know why you're there, and then they're like, "Here's my laundry, go do it." He needs a bunch of people to help him. That's all I'm saying. He needs to get a bunch of like 5 guys or girls, not me. I ain't got that kind of time on my hands. I'm saying people who don't have day jobs. Let them sit there and make YouTube videos for you all day. They got nothing better to do. Let them do it. Right? Oh, man. So that's what I'm saying. So we'll take one final look at the ArchieNeko token before I bounce out of here. I don't think it will have moved at all because it's been up. Nope. I usually have it on 4-hour candles. Okay, well, it did go up a little bit, right? There's like dink, that little green candle, and we were down 2.5 points before. Well, earlier in the day, it was actually 5.5 points that we were down. Look at all of those buys that just came in, right? Like that's a solid stream of buys. You would think with all those buys, the price would be a little higher, right? But listen, I think this is a good place to enter, really, because I don't think it's going to. Let me just wait a minute. Now that I have the 4-hour charts up, wait a second. Let me get the line here from this double top position, double bottom, I should say. Let me draw another line. Can you guys hear my cat coughing? It is so sad. So this price point, okay. So right now, the resistance for it, this one is 4587. If we can break through that area of resistance, we could go parabolic if we break through that. But we do have so far that's like the high threes. That's an area of support. But yeah, if we can break this, because this was the first little batch of resistance that we came upon and we haven't hit back up there. So if we are able to break through that, we could go parabolic. The potential is there. And really, if you think about it, the sky's the limit. What the heck happened to my camera now? That's God saying it's time for me to leave. It's time for me to leave. Oh, Dion said the staking's not available yet? Oh, no, I wasted $7 in gas fees. Oh, well. Well, at least everybody got a nice tutorial on how to do it. In case you're interested in learning how to do it, you just got a little tutorial from me, Tammy, the crypto queen. Did you guys see the nice little logo that the people from Coyote Coin made me? It's beautiful. I didn't do that. That thing with the crown, the CQ with the crown. They made that for me. Isn't that sweet of them? Please be here tomorrow night for the AMA with Coyote Coin. I'm really psyched to have these developers on because I think that project is going to be absolutely amazing. It's going to be something very different and it's going to be awesome. So please be here. Please keep an eye out for the Archie token, okay? Make sure you get I don't even know what to do. I'm trying to hit the thing here. Please, if you're interested in learning about ArchieNeko, make sure you join them on Twitter. Make sure to join the Telegram because there's always somebody there in Telegram. The mods are always there. They're always there, not only just in the Telegram group, but they're always there in voice chat as well. Hello, Anonymous. Yes, I appreciate you popping by. But hey, listen, good news. Tomorrow I have the devs from Coyote Coin coming on tomorrow. So that'll be very interesting because they're going to be launching soon. And they are a dual chain cryptocurrency. So you can buy them on either Ethereum or the Binance Smart Chain. Well, that is going to do it. Sherry, thank you so very much for always hanging out with me. I appreciate you so much, Sherry. I really do. You're the best. And until next time, remember, try to only buy on the red candles that I know you can't see right now. And until next time, please take care of yourself.